Yeah, it took so long. It's about time for a break already. Jesus.
You can go if you want.
No, I'm just kidding. No. All right. So where did we leave off? Let's see what we got. I think we left off. We were able to sign up. Nom 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 nom.
Sign in with Postman
to check on.
Oh yeah, we were able to sign in with Postman.
Yeah,
That's right.
instead of the front end.
That's right.
So you almost there.
Yeah.
That will work.
So we need to build a homepage.
Not great.
What are we
Watching
mainly
the
doing
videos
this day?
and
As far as like what are we
commentary?
build
So-
right now?
The user off stuff.
Login
Hey,
page.
you hear me? Yeah, you're like, can we just do something about it? Like, 2, 1, 2. Like,
Oh shit, you actually do remember that. Yeah. I didn't realize my voice carried that much.
yeah.
Dude, these microphones pick up everything, dude.
Damn. Alright, that's cool.
Well, and they're set to like capture the whole room. So that way, intentionally, so we could hear you guys.
So you guys got another one, the black one.
We got 2 black ones. Yeah, so we have one at each podium now, and then the floater.
Nice.
So all the audio should be better now. Anyways, all right. So really, really super fast. Inside of components, let's add a new component. Make a new file called home.js. And let's make a functional component, import React from React. And then we will say export defaults, props. And you guys can make it look however you want. I'm just going to throw something together really quick just so we have a home page.
Yeah, I was thinking home.
Class name, center, H1, iShop. And then another H1. Did we include material icons yet?
Not that I've.
We did.
Oh.
Woo! Alright.
I did.
So we'll do,
Oh yeah.
I wonder if there's a shopping cart icon.
H1.
I think it is because you have one in there.
It is. You can't see it.
Well, that was an image. I mean, I guess I could use that image though. Really.
What?
I don't want to add a shopping cart. I just want a shopping cart.
No.
6 different choices.
Hey, the $60 version, man.
Wait, where's shopping cart?
Oh, there's a bunch. Shopping. I just got to go down. Remove shopping cart. There it is, shopping cart. So I dot material dash icons.
And then what?
Shopping underscore cart.
Another H1? Ah.
I guess we could do a shopping cart on each side of iShop. Yeah.
Material like shopping cart.
All right, and I said just throwing this together just so we have a homepage. Of course, you could add, modify, do whatever you want to it. We might even come back to it later and do more stuff with it, but just so we have something. I don't like seeing the 404 page every time our app loads. So then we'll go to app.js, and we will add a route. inside of app.js, we will first import our home, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Import home from this directory home. Then we'll, inside of our switch statement, we'll add a route, exact, path, and then just / the home route. There we go.
That was the goal?
That was not the goal.
Ooh, I
like it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get rid of this.
One thing in there.
Get rid of this HO, right? Then we'll do style. And then we'll put an object inside of there and say font size equal to 40 pixels. Good starting point.
Show me what you do font their size.
I'm going to go back to it. I just want it to be really big. 90. Oh, 90.
That we have to do capital S. Under 6, 90, 90.
And once again, I highly encourage you guys, especially if this is something you might seriously want to ultimately put on your portfolio or something, customize it so, it doesn't look like everyone else's. But good starting point. That's beautiful. Now that's a homepage I could get behind.
I'm gonna make it even
yeah.
Go for it, man. Go for it. All right. So what we need now is we're able to create an account. We need to be able to sign into our account. So we need to build a form and all the fun stuff with that. Everybody got their homepage good?
Yeah. Basic app again. FLJS.
This should be stuff you should be able to do, man.
And
Really should be able to do that.
do you know how can I make blue not that blue, like some different blue?
Like light.
Like
You can do like lighten -1, lighten -2. So you can do like blue and then a space and then lighten -1, lighten -2.
Well, didn't you? I did do it right. So,
how to spell it like
Make sure everything's saved and refresh the page. And
okay, I just too fast.
E-N
No G.
after
Just
T.
after T, just the E-N.
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 Not on
Oh, so I'm almost there. No, it's not that one.
All right, we all good?
Yes. I'm wrong somewhere.
All right, so now we'll go to our account folder inside of components. And we'll make a sign in folder. So inside of account, we'll make a new folder. We'll call it sign _
In account?
in account. Sign in. And then we already have our little sign in file here. We'll drag our sign in file into the sign in folder. We will create a package JSON in the sign in folder. So new file, package.json.
So I do automatically something or not really?
Huh?
Update import for mode file sign in.
No. Say no to that because the import statement doesn't need to be changed. All right, and then in the package JSON, we'll do our JSON object. We'll give it a main property set to the name of the file that is the default for this folder. So that will be sign_in.js. This will probably require a server restart because the import is different. I mean, the import will be the same, but we have to restart the server to figure that out.
Give it back. What servers to restart?
Just the whole thing. Control C and then npm run dev again.
Do you have to restart Mac as well?
Nope. And then double check that your sign-in page is still working after those changes.
In that package JSON, what were we signifying?
The default file for that folder
Okay, just so we don't have to change the name.
to index.js. Yeah.
So that's weird. Yeah, Scott, could you go to localhost again? It should be /account/sign-in, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm getting the 404 page.
Please run that.
Did I have to restart that? Because map should
No, but it's not connected. Your map's not running on the right folder. I mean, that's not your problem.
Even if I buy the H1 rep.
I don't know. A lot of it's wrapped in H1. I have a monitor that I always pull out. Like,
Actually, I just moved it. They don't need no more.
oh, that's not gonna work.
Small table.
Oh, no.
Restart it.
Oh,
Yeah, manually. So I restart it.
It should just automatically just do it.
Usually does.
yeah, that's my setup. I put a monitor that's on the side when I work, hold it up to the table.
So on this stage, is your own.
It's the same one, isn't it? Just the four. Oh. We have a table.
I just like
my wife.
I think it's a lot of files sometimes.
Oh, she just has.
Running well in memory now.
I'm like,
Where's RS restart?
Oh, yeah. For sure. I'll definitely check myself.
Yeah. we have just one, like, there's no chance.
Yeah.
We would
The graphic specs.
So this will definitely help us. But sometimes I feel like I need two of those. You know,
Yeah.
so because the monitor.
Yeah, that's weird.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
That fixed that. Now we fix the original problem.
All on pixels?
Yeah,
Wait, but 90
it's not all, you know, gonna.
It's mainly like code.
Oh, really?
You're like this. Yeah, you're like this.
Yeah.
Well, we can do
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need it. Sometimes you can get all the.
Oh, it is scalable vector graphics.
Must have been Andrews.
Yeah, whoever did it, they used underscores instead of dashes. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care for underscores and URLs because they're hard to see. Teach their own. All right, we good?
Yes.
All right, so in our sign-in.js,
JS.
we'll do handle sign in. That will get the form values passed to it. And then for now, we'll just console.log sign in with, and then values. And then inside of sign in, we'll make a new file called form.
But you don't need to return something,
Return something where?
console log.
What do you mean?
You don't need to return that console log.
No. Console logs return undefined. There's no point in returning a console log.
Why do I have red shit on
Because of something else, probably. Something else you have wrong.
You got it.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Does it work?
No.
Because you're outside of your class, dude.
Ah,
Yes, you're not in class. There you go.
Violation.
it's good help.
All right, then we're going to create a form.js file inside of the sign in folder. The form.js inside the sign in folder.
Should we go over to the sign up page and take a lot of it or not?
No, we're going to rebuild it because it's an easy form.
We create form.
No, Scott, we good. You good?
Good?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to use a functional component, keep it nice and simple. So we'll import React from React. We need to import some stuff from Redux form. So we'll import curly brackets from Redux dash, I'm spelling it way wrong. Redux form. I was doing Redux. Those ducks that could read. All right, and from Redux form, we need filled, and we need Redux form power component, and then we need to import our input component that I'm pretty sure we made. So import from backend directory, general form input. Look at there. And I think that's it. And then we'll say const sign in form is equal to props and then return form. And then I'm just going to throw a H1 form goes here. And then we will export defaults. Jeez Louise. Man, I can't wait till I learn how to type. It's been such a good day. Redux form. Redux form takes a configuration object, and then it returns a function that we then call, and we pass it our component. Sign in form. And on that configuration object, we gotta give our form a name. So we'll say form is equal to sign in form.
Real quick, Scott, could you go over the last part again? So, it's going to return a function. That's why we're calling it, putting sign in form in there. But the reason you put form, equal to sign in form is because you're naming
the form. Yeah. It's the way. So you're essentially giving it any config options. So Redux form, the first time when you call actual Redux form, you have to pass it to config object. The only thing that's actually required in this object is form, and that's to give the form a unique identifier. So that's how it refers to it in the Redux state and everything. That's how it knows. So if you have like multiple forms on the same page, it could keep them all separated.
Forms on different pages.
Yeah.
You're just naming it.
Yep. You're just giving the name. So it actually uses that name like in the Redux state and everything to keep track of its values and all that stuff.
Okay.
All right, and then we can, once we're happy with our form, we'll jump back over to our sign-in component, and we could import our form. We'll say import form from this directory form, and then we'll say form, and then we'll do an on submit equals curly brackets this dot handle sign in. And then we should be able to see that show up. So if we go to our page, you should see our form goes here. Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. So now that we have all that, we could build out our form.
Have something not working, so
Oh yeah. I'll
Which one do you need to see?
oh, that one.
Okay.
Can I see that one?
You guys ever
I see.
tried
I found my mistake.
teaching and like screen sharing? So like the students have like what you're doing like on the monitor next to them. Coding. I think that would
What do you mean?
yeah, done.
like I'm cool with this, but I don't know if like people like it's harder for them to like look and like be able to copy down versus if they had like your screen on their screen. So they just like go over it.
You're saying where they could actually
Yeah, you they
on their second monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I bet we could probably build something that, especially because if it just streamed over the local network, because you wouldn't have to go over the internet or anything.
Because I've done it before with just like one other person, like, oh, desktop share.
Yeah,
But
that goes over the internet, but I'm sure you could do it locally.
yeah.
Well, couldn't you just like, are you saying like just watch the video on your screen?
Well, you're saying like as the lecture's going on, if you could stream it to one of your screens so you could see it closer.
Versus like I can easily do that, but I know for like a lot of people, it's just like, I miss something. Versus
Something to
see
get-
directly.
Yeah, something to consider.
You don't have to stare at
Another monitor right
the
here,
projector and you're
and then you could.
Yeah, what was that?
on the then like Scott and the instructors don't have to stare at the projector like streaming. They just have it streaming off the computer.
That's true, just for you guys to have it too.
I mean, I like seeing him get up and move around.
It'd be a lot more.
It can actually really slow the traffic in this place, so it's probably put it down.
What about the internet? Good story.
Like everyone.
We've updated our internet speeds and we're getting new routers and stuff
Oh, really?
next week or so.
We're gonna be having fast.
Yeah. The internet speed's already faster. Like it got up yesterday. So
Oh wow. Why was that?
Huh?
Why was that? Just like
just because we're having higher volumes and we're having more and more problems with the internet because of the speeds and stuff. A lot of it's the router though. We have like one router for the whole building, so we need to.
And you have to have like really new one with capable. Which one can be capable?
Yeah, they
more
can
than-
handle 40, 50 people at once. All right, we good? All right, so let's get rid of this H1. We'll throw a row in here. And then we'll throw a field. We'll give the field a name equal to email. Did we use size on this one? I forget. I built so many of these freaking things. I don't remember.
Size.
I think we did it. It's defaulted to 12.
Size.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You just row and then what do you have?
So I want to do, I'll do size equals S12 medium 8 offset dash medium 2. And then label email component input and we'll do another one for password. Name password, same size. S12 medium 8 offset dash medium 2 label password component. For this one we do input and then type equals password. And then at the bottom, we need a row with a class of, just row, and then column S12, right dash align, button, class name equals black, and then text No. White text.
I think you gotta put button class on.
Maybe.
I only know because I saw it.
I saw it and it was not good. All right, so take a quick look at it. Make sure aesthetically, and it does not look correct. So we've got to fix column S12. And I'm going to do the same thing. Medium 8. Offset dash medium 2. There we go. Lucha better. Like the Tim Burton look we got going on here. Or I got going on. I don't know what color you guys use. But.
I'm following.
Not the black one.
It's really good. In its own way, it's creative. I like it. I don't know.
It's all about functionality.
Man, you can design it your damn self.
Just here for the functionality.
Yeah,
Just here
That's
for
all-
Yeah.
that's all it's about.
Obviously, me neither. So. And we got the farm looking all right. Good. Sasha, you good?
I don't know, something happened from first time.
What do you mean? Is it showing up or not, dude?
It worked.
It just.
So yes, you're good. All right.
Oh.
It's like pulling teeth.
This is class.
All right. So up here we'll say const curly brackets handle submit and on submit equals this dot, not this, just props. And then from the form, we'll say on submit equals curly brackets handle submit that we will call and we will pass on submit.
This we use handle submit, put that through props, and on submit is something that exists in Redux.
Handle submit comes from Redux forms. Handle submit comes from Redux form, and then our on submit's what we passed in. Yeah.
Could that be, we could just name that something else if we wanted, on submit.
You can name it as long, whatever you name it here.
So Andrew submit, Sasha submit, whatever you want.
And then we can do a quick test, make sure our form values are getting to the console log. So if we put something in here, put something in here, sign in, should get a console log like so. Everybody good? We good? Man, our response would be fantastic.
No. Refresh the page. Something happened with your server stuff.
Don't you wish like this window just opens and just vape out that window?
Man, amazing.
I don't know, something happened.
It'd be like the best thing ever.
What?
Being able to vape out that window.
Just put a little fan right here. It blows out the window.
Oh.
Have a bag Coke dispenser right there too. Just pops one out every time. It
Dude, get that in a catheter, dude. I'd never have to leave this chair.
Be living the life.
That's what I need. I need that set up at my desk is what I need. It's a good thing about working at home because I vape in my house. So. I sit at my desk, work on shit, just vape. Dude, like I don't move until I can't like hold my pee anymore. Then I get up to pee. And that's it.
Do you have like some sort of routine, like every few hours you go out, do something you just hunker down?
I try and get up and walk around. Usually when after the bathroom, I'll get up and then I'll like walk around a little bit, especially when I'm at home because I'll work way longer stretches when I'm at home. Like here, there's so much going on and interruptions. Like I get up and move enough, but at home.
Yeah, because you go outside,
I'm bad,
and you
dude.
walk
Yeah.
around for like 10.
Because at home, dude, I'll go like 3-4 hours straight without like freaking moving. Because it flies by like that when you're coding. You like you can't tell. Oh, good. All right. So at this point, everybody should be able to submit their form and make the values get to this console log. So what we should be able to do now is we should be able to go to our actions index. Actually, let's go action types. Action types, and we're going to do a sign in. And while we're here, let's go ahead and do a sign out too, because we are going to need that eventually. Yeah, sign in, sign out, sign up. All right, so now if we go to our actions index, we should be able to do a kind of similar to what we already did. We'll do export const sign in equals user info, which will return an async function that will get dispatch passed to it, and then do this. So we'll say try to do this. If that doesn't work, catch it and do this. Console.log error signing in. And inside the try, we'll say const response equals axios dot post /auth / sign dash in.
You can await.
Probably. wait, axios.post. And then user info. That's for the endpoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could check it if you go to all the way to the root directory, routes, auth, index, and then whatever it is here is what it is. And the other one.
Yeah, it's. I'm like, we actually found him like.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you please?
Nope, I'm never going back to it, Sasha. Never going back.
Scott.
Yes, sir.
For best practices, would you, for the catch, would you have like another like response or something showing that? Is that
Yeah, and if we get to it, I want to get like I want to try and start get some stuff working, and then we could go back and do some error handling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, right now the console logs are just placeholders.
Okay.
Plus it helps with debugging to have the console logs and stuff. So
You'll keep this going as long as people keep showing up.
as long as people keep showing up, man. In a year or two, we might have an app that works.
I'll definitely be jobless by then.
All right, so then we'll console.log. I'm gonna have some. I mean, I'm pretty busy all the time as it is, but there might be a week here or there that I'm not going to be able to do it, but we'll keep it going. We'll at minimum do twice a month. But for the right now, for the immediate future, I can still do once a week. So, but like I said, we might have to parse back a little bit, but we'll keep going. All right, so console log, because believe it or not, I enjoy this.
You?
I do.
Why?
Just building something different.
Okay.
And full to us.
Well, that's the part I don't enjoy, but you know.
No, man. It's smaller than this one.
Right? All right, so we'll say sign. I don't want that all in caps, not that it matters, but sign. What the hell? Oh, it is on. I looked at it, it didn't look like it was on. Sign in response. Anybody remember their login information?
Yeah.
Well, you could look at your database to get your username or your email address. So if we go to PHP my admin, go to that one. What are we doing? iShop. Users. And browse. So I have a Scott and a Ben. And I think I always use the same password for testing, so I should know my password.
How do I know what's my username and password?
You can't know your password. That's the whole point of encrypting it. But if you pay attention to what I just said, you can get your email address.
Yeah.
From different places.
You don't have, you're gonna, hey, you guys you're using a different database. Yours is fresh, so you're gonna have to go create a user, because the created user should work. And then that, once you create it, you should be able to test your sign in. Yeah, if you guys don't remember your information, just create a new user.
Okay, so it's gonna be.
And I would highly recommend doing something very simple for the password, because we're gonna be testing this a lot.
I think I remember. So we should be able to try and sign in right now, technically?
No, we're not calling it yet. Sorry, I do that all the time.
Where do I have that password?
Got me on site.
Password is that big thing?
All right, hold on.
It's encrypted right now.
That's encrypted, Sasha, so you can't see it. That's
So
why it's
I have
encrypted.
somewhere else. You
Okay,
said-
well, hold on, Paige. We're not there yet. We're not going to test it yet. Hold on. Everybody got this far?
Yes.
All right, so now let's go back to our sign-in component. And let's import connect from React Redux. And then we will import curly brackets from back directory, actions. Back until you see actions. And then we'll do import sign in. And then down at the bottom, we'll say connect. And then we call connect. It returns a function. We call that function. We pass it our component. And then connect takes two arguments. The first one being map state props, which we don't need at the second. Second one is our action creators. We'll pass an object. And we will pass it sign in. Watch your capital letters. Makes a huge difference here. And then inside of handle sign in, we'll say this dot props dot sign in. Call that. We'll pass it our form values. Once you have that, now you should be able to test it. I'm going to test mine really quick, and I'll go back. I just want to make sure that what you're looking at is correct. So scott@mail.com. Mary property props of undefined. Sign in, line 10. Bad arrow function. And then
Diet Coke for life.
yes. No, but it's I just did something that's easy to type.
Second.
I didn't get that. Sign up folder.
There we go.
Beautiful.
I would say.
What?
If anybody needs to see any files, let me know.
Sign up, put your, they should work if you signed up on your.
How can you do it on the?
Okay, so
You can sign up. It'll still work.
Yeah. Okay.
And submit, sign up.
I can go to sign up and make a new user.
Yes. Just make sure you remember the email and password you use.
but we have to have the special how many characters and everything, right? So you have to have special character.
Yeah, it does a check. It checks for all that.
Just make up a name.
Under C and keep on
Yep.
like that. I don't need an actual real email address though.
No. Well,
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it has to be the format of an email address, but that's all that matters.
What have to happen after I said signing?
Huh?
What have to happen when I press the sign?
You should get a console log that's status 200 that has the user information and the data.
Okay,
So once you sign in, you should get this.
no, I don't have those. How to what to check?
Yeah.
Where to go? I have just
Did you get the-
sign in.
Did everyone get the cannot read property props?
Yeah, change to a fat arrow function.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I have no errors, but I have sign in console log.
Which one?
What should I change?
The stop sign is not a function.
Just pass it in.
Oh, I have to do export connect. Yeah.
Oh, that's
that.
You do all your connect properly and stuff. Bottom.
Connect. No, sign in.
Put sign in curly brackets, right?
Yeah.
Curly brackets, sign in. Let's hold back. Okay, mine's
If anybody needs help, let me know.
I must
Anybody
have
wants to
just-
throw up the white flag,
When I put my password, it actually writes it out. It doesn't have the dots.
you just put type password on the field for the password.
Oh, in the form?
Yep.
What the shit?
Oh.
I'm going to pause the video here. So we're going to take a break once we get everybody working.
Our